vacation or rocking Japanese denim. Enough gas to get you above average. How many more do I have to from my enemies? They bringing my old ways back. Back in my day, would have had your whole face smacked. Look at you, wonder why hate rap. Ooh, what make you wanna go and say that? And I'm on another wave, and I'm putting on some weight. Feeling overpaid, I'm supposed to do. Don't nobody know your name, we ain't never seen your face. You ain't never, what you trying to prove? I never wanted to ever be over. I'm not a Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my, now who are you? I don't know, what you do? I don't know, you short a few. Oh no, hold up, come on, out the jaw, come on. I've been swimming through the process and you can't see me on the Loch Ness. You can proceed with precaution, give the proceeds to my god kids. Hold on my conscience, same my pop is. Lame when the pop, get drop quick, buy drop kick. Why you gotta lie to me so much?
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Go.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Finding room inside the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
76, tell him. 76. 76. Maverick, Maverick.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, lift. 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 Lift.
On second down, here's Goff. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They get it to him running left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is third and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Hey. 319.
They begin the drive with Williams. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. All day.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
88. 319. I got you.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Porter. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now it's Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Gurley again here on first down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now on second down, this is Gurley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he's forced out left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
58! Hey, 88!
On 2nd down, Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Here we go.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Starting left here.
Out of the gun. Goff. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Looking deep for Adams. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
4 down. 4 down. 319. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
On play action, Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
A dump underneath to Jones. And some room to maneuver. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Rodgers now to throw. Being chased out left. He's to the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, check 26. Zip. Zoom. 28. Mike, 28. I'm good. That's fine, yeah. Zoom.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Max North. Jumbo. Right. No. Ball. Yeah, Liz. John right. Mike 28. Yeah, Liz.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Dancing, and the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. In there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
319.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's gone. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Going up top. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw is Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one. Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Goff. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
58! Here we go.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive court.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers get a score closer. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. The extra point up and good. And the lead now down to 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Goff now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. It'll buy some time right. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On second down, here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, check 26. Got zoom.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Being chased out left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Samson Abukum in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Switch. Hey, 88.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. He was looking for Gronk that time. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
11.
On first down, it's gone. Airing it out deep for Woods. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Yes, sir. 11.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Looking again in the direction of Woods, and it's 3rd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Louis.
From the gun, here's Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. On 1st down, Rodgers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Rodgers again now. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league, but a drop under 50.
And this is going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here we go. 76. 76.
Goff going to throw it. They shake, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Rodgers now to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10.
5.
Throwing now. Goff. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, He's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Gone. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Breaks a tackle. And that will write a finish to this ball game.